Today on People Now, more details about Matt Lauer's relationship with his wife are coming to light. We'll tell you why his wife worried that he would cheat even before they were married.
The man who allegedly shot Nick Lachey's bar employee surrenders to Cincinnati police.
Wait a second, no more Game of Thrones until 2019? What? We will tell you what we have learned.
YouTube star Jake Paul has some new holiday gear for you. He's here live to tell us all about it.
Anytime I see Gal, I want to give her a big hug.
Tonya star Margot Robbie gushes about her friendship with Wonder Woman Gal Gadot.
The women I worry about are the ones that are working in factories someplace in middle America that need their jobs, don't have the publicity that we get.
Plus, Renee Russo sharing her concerns about women speaking out on sexual assault.
Good morning, everybody. Happy Friday. Welcome to People Now. Big day today. First of all, it's Friday. Second of all, Jake Paul is here live. Very excited. We're going to be hearing about his new holiday gear later on the show. We'd like to know, what is your go-to holiday outfit, your accessories? What do you have to have for the holiday season? It's our question of the day. Use hashtag People Now to join the conversation. But first, here's what you need to know and what's trending today. Details surrounding Matt Lauer's relationship with wife Annette Roque are now coming to light following the longtime anchor's firing from the Today Show due to, quote, inappropriate sexual behavior. Several insiders have come forward alleging Lauer was often unfaithful to Roque, whom he wed in 1998 after meeting on a blind date. A longtime friend opens up about Lauer's infidelity in this week's issue of People, revealing by Matt's own admission there were struggles and challenges with his wife. Like many couples, they struggled with a modern marriage. A former longtime colleague says the couple's union was, quote, never good, adding that Lauer's reputation as a ladies' man bothered his wife even before they wed, saying he was a player when she met him and she knew that. Even many years ago, he was a flirt, a philanderer. He did his thing. Roque briefly filed for divorce in 2006, claiming in court documents obtained by the National Enquirer that Lauer committed, quote, cruel and inhumane acts against her, adding that he demonstrated extreme anger and hostility. He criticized her parenting skills and endangered her mental and physical well-being. Despite the allegations, Roque withdrew the court papers 3 weeks later, although the pair lived totally separate lives, with Roque raising the couple's 3 children in the Hamptons, while Lauer spent weekdays at his apartment in Manhattan. As for Lauer's son Jack, daughters Romy and son Tice, who range in ages from 11 to 16, the former colleague says Lauer is a, quote, solid father who loves his kids, though according to one network producer, was essentially a single guy. On Wednesday, People confirmed Lauer and his wife are no longer wearing wedding rings, but according to one source, the couple is still together and taking it day by day. We'll keep you posted on that story on People.com. Well, the man who allegedly shot singer Nick Lachey's bar employee in the face surrendered himself to Cincinnati police on Thursday night. People has confirmed this. LaVoris Hightower was indicted by the Cincinnati Police Department for, quote, attempted murder, felonious assault, weapons under disability, and tampering with evidence. Police released this photo of Hightower on Thursday, saying he was a wanted suspect in the shooting of Ellie Richardson, who was shot on Thanksgiving morning as she was leaving the sports bar. Hightower's attorney tells People his client voluntarily surrendered himself to police after learning of the indictment, but goes on to add, quote, my client is not guilty of the offense. My client says he was not there at the time of the shooting, and there has not been any evidence to support that he is guilty. Richardson was walking across the street from Lachey's bar when she was nearly hit by a van. A spokesperson for the police department told People at the time the employee and the driver got into a verbal argument before she was shot in the head by the driver at about 3 a.m. In a health update to her Facebook page, Richardson is said to be recovering well. Nick Lachey and his brother Drew have asked the public for help in donating to her medical expenses with a You Caring campaign that has so far raised nearly $60,000. Nick called Richardson, quote, the brightest light in a tweet shortly after that incident. We, of course, wish her the best. Time's 2017 Person of the Year went to the Silence Breakers, a group of women hoping to break the cycle of sexual assault and harassment. Veteran actress Renee Russo offering up her thoughts on this major cultural moment, but admitting that she's hesitant to say things will change for everyone.
I think it's a cultural moment right now that is fueled by years of like this pent-up rage that women have and sort of shame. And a lot of things that they felt for a long time, and I hope that it will make a change. The women I worry about are the ones that are working in factories someplace in middle America that need their jobs, don't have the publicity that we get. Like our industry is, you know, getting, and I worry they're afraid to go to HR, or they don't have a place to go and they need their job. That's going on a lot, and that's not being reported.
Sure, and it'll be interesting to see, how this trickles down
Will
into
it?
those, will it? Right,
and that's my concern.
Well, guys, we've got good news and we've got bad news today for all of you Game of Thrones fans out there. Here's the good news. The final season of Game of Thrones is coming. Hooray for that. The bad news, we might have to wait until 2019. That's according to series star Sophie Turner. Now, while HBO is yet to confirm the season 8 premiere date, Turner let it slip in a new interview with Variety that, quote, Game of Thrones comes out in 2019. This info follows news that Game of Thrones, which is currently shooting its final 6 episodes, will continue filming until the summer of 2018. Given the amount of post-production work required for each season, that's another big clue that the show won't be back until the following year. And if you thought that Game of Thrones fans were going to take this news lightly, you can think again. The Twitterverse is not pleased about having to wait so long for new episodes. Let's take a look at what some people are saying. I believe we have some tweets now that are very fiery. People are not happy.
I can imagine people will be very pissed about this. Yeah, Tina says, me this morning after reading that Game of Thrones might not be back until 2019.
Yep, throw it.
Throw it.
Walk it. Doesn't throw. Okay, hold on. And
it
smash.
and
There was. All right, here's Lurch King. Game of Thrones, what the F, 2019. Seriously? Seriously? Serious.
I mean, that seems like a long time from now, 2019.
I think we have one
we're
more.
almost to 2018. And then Nielsen says, when it's finally official that Game of Thrones won't be back until 2019.
All you can do is just do that. Just grimace, take it in, shed a tear.
Yes, well, let's check in on our question of the day. We're asking you guys, what's your go-to holiday outfit? Of course, Jake Paul's going to be here talking about his holiday gear. Jenny says, comfortable clothes so I can eat more.
That's a good,
Strategic, yes.
Sweatpants. Suzanne says sweatpants. There you go.
They're on the same page.
Flexible clothes.
I know.
Because you gotta eat a lot.
That's when you whip out the ugly sweaters, the ugly Christmas sweaters. It's
I've
the
got
best.
a terrible ugly sweater. It's from like 10 years ago. It looks like a JCPenney sweater with like a snowman on it from 1996. And I think it's a woman's.
Bring it.
I will bring it.
Wear it.
I will wear it. It's also the anniversary of John Lennon's death. This is trending on Twitter right now. A lot of people commenting about that. Ignacy saying, life is what happens to you while you are busy doing other plans. Of course, that's a quote from John Lennon in memoriam for him.
Yeah, and Eric says it was 37 years ago today. Rest in peace, John Lennon.
Oh, 37 years. It's hard to believe it's been that long.
I know.
And, we were just talking about this. In Central Park, there's that Imagine memorial for him.
It's right on 72nd Street.
Yeah, people are always there, and now it's really
going to be packed, I bet,
It's going to be packed today and over this weekend for sure. All right, guys, keep the comments coming in. We'll check in with you again soon. But first, Andrea Boehlke, more for us in Star Trek.
Yes, people are getting their decorations up for the holidays. In today's Star Trek, the stars are decking the halls. So if you keep up with Kylie Jenner, you know she loves to decorate for the holidays, and this year, she might have outdone herself. Kylie put up a huge 20-foot Christmas tree in her entryway, which she called 20 Feet of Magic on her Instagram on Thursday. I mean, look at this thing. Guess it pays off to have high ceilings because the frosty tree is a major statement. It's totally decked out in whimsical pink ornaments. Well, to punch up the feminine details even further, she lined the staircase with pop art pictures of the lovely Marilyn Monroe. Of course, all the feminine vibes have us wondering, is the tree yet another hint to the sex of Kylie's baby? It's reported that the 20-year-old is expecting a baby girl with rapper boyfriend Travis Scott, and the star has been seemingly dropping hints here and there since the news of her pregnancy first broke in September. Kylie's been a little more low-key these days and posting fewer pictures of herself to Instagram. Yesterday, Kylie even skipped the Women's Wear Daily Annual Beauty Inc. Awards, where she was honored with the Newsmaker of the Year award. She sent bestie Jordan Woods to accept the award in her place. A source close to the Jenner family says Kylie wants to use this time to focus on her health and happiness and take 6 months off. Well, sounds very reasonable to me. All right, guys, so we're about to have double the fun here. Fitness expert Shaun T and his husband Scott Blocher welcomed twins via surrogate on November 17th, and they've now finally brought their babies home from the NICU. Big welcome to Shaun, Scott, and the twins, Silas and Sander. Woo! Hi, guys. So excited to chat with the whole family. How are you?
We're good. We're fully in baby twin sanity.
I love it. So you just brought the boys home this week. Now, Scott, we saw you get a little emotional on Instagram. How's it been finally having your babies in your own home?
It was a dream moment last night when we got off the plane and got to the house, and it was me, Shaun, and our boys just cuddling in bed together watching TV, reruns of shows that we haven't seen in weeks because we've been on the road. So it was heaven. It was heaven. It's everything I was dreamed it would be.
Yeah, and now they were born at 32 weeks. Were you surprised at their early arrival? I mean, how did this affect your original birth plan?
Well,
Yeah.
were we surprised? Absolutely. But I mean, the thing was, we kind of were already prepped for it because we obviously did a lot of research, and they say that twins could come early. So, I mean, we're very busy. So we had this entire place prepped and ready. But we didn't know we were going to spend that much time in the NICU, but it was a blessing in disguise.
Yeah, so now that you're officially fathers, what's been the biggest surprise so far with the twins? Are you getting any sleep at all?
Well,
When you celebrate like an hour of sleep, you're pretty much.
or when you celebrate movement in the diapers, if you will, from kids, for you boys, that's where we're at right now.
Lots of things to celebrate. Now, another thing, Silas passed his car seat test at only 2 weeks old. Have they hit any other milestones since being home?
Yeah, well, I think the milestone was really graduating from the NICU and into their own room at the hospital, because once they do that, then the doctors see that they're kind of on their way and they could like thrive on their own and thrive with their parents outside of the nurse's care.
Now, it's really cool because you guys got to bring the boys home just in time for the holidays. So how do you plan on celebrating this year with your tiny new additions? Do they have plenty of Christmas onesies already?
I have some Christmas onesies planned, and if everything goes as planned, I have this amazing choreography, like 1-minute music video that I'm going to do.
Wait, really? With the twins?
Yes.
I love that. Now, you guys recently revealed your surrogate, Ashley, on social media, opened up about the heartfelt moment when her husband and kids got to meet your adorable little ones. How emotional was that for you? What was that like?
It was, again, you never think that you're going to go beyond the level that you were just at. But, to bring it full circle and be able to share that moment with her kids, because they're part of the process as much as we are, because they are watching their mom grow. And in fact, one of them said to me, I want to be able to give you one of the babies. And so they were such a part of the process, and they were so fascinated, asked so many questions, and it was an amazing experience.
All right, well, before I let you go, Scott, you're celebrating your birthday, right, today?
Today is my birthday.
Huge happy birthday to you. Any plans for the big day, or is it all twins all the time now?
All twins all the time.
That might not be 100% true. But I will say that birthdays are calorie-free days. So the entire family can eat whatever we want, and it does not count against our, calorie counting for the day.
Oh, I love that. I wish I could apply that to every day, actually. All right, well, thank you two so much. Big thank you to Sean, Scott, and of course, Silas and Sander. So happy you're all home and doing well. Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Oh my gosh, so adorable, so happy for those guys. Stay with us. We're live with YouTube star Jake Paul telling us all about his new holiday album, plus Margot Robbie opening up about her friendship with Gal Gadot and reveals what she sent her after seeing Wonder Woman. Stick around for that.
Britain has changed beyond recognition, and yet the monarchy continues its pre-war routines as though nothing has happened.
What is it that you'd have me change?
Everything.
Oh boy, the royal drama is heating up. The highly anticipated second season of Netflix's The Crown drops today. Here to tell us what we can expect and what our favorite royals have been up to this week, our royal correspondent, Imogen Lloyd-Webber. Good to see you.
Good to see you, Jeremy.
Man, I'm very excited about this. Everyone's talking about The Crown. Of course, season 2. We can binge right through it this weekend. What does the new season have in store for us?
We've reached the swinging 60s, and the Queen's having to deal with marital discord with Prince Philip. Claire Foy, who plays Elizabeth II, revealed to People, quote, when they finally get a chance to look at their marriage, it's in pretty dire straits. Meanwhile, Jeremy, Princess Margaret turns her affections to society photographer Tony Armstrong-Jones. He's played by Downton Abbey's Matthew Goode.
Yep.
And their romance gets very raunchy.
Oh, really? A raunchy romance.
Raunchy.
Never heard a series.
Yeah, this season also incorporates a visit from American President John F. Kennedy and his iconic wife, Jackie. It started, you said, today, streaming on Netflix, so I know what I'm doing this weekend.
All weekend long. And by the way, JFK played by Michael C. Hall of Dexter fame. So there you go. This season might focus on the 60s. Claire Foy and Matt Smith, though, who plays the Queen's husband and Prince Philip on the show, are already looking ahead to the present. And Matt already knows who he wants to play Meghan Markle on the series. Watch.
Who's that singer? Who's the singer who
Ed Sheeran?
No, although I got a plane with him the other day. No, who goes out with Justin no, not Justin Timberlake, Justin Bieber. Young.
Oh, Selena Gomez.
Selena Gomez.
Oh. You love Selena Gomez.
You do? Really? Yeah. Oh my gosh.
She's playing
Meghan Markle.
No, she's not.
Okay, Matt says Selena. Claire says absolutely not. What do you think, Imogen? Who would you choose to play Meghan Markle and Harry?
Well, Harry can be played by Rupert Grint.
Okay.
Meghan can play Meghan.
Meghan can play Meghan, yeah.
She's an actress, it works.
That's what she's doing.
Yeah.
Perfect casting. This week we saw Princess Kate dressed to the nines to attend the annual winter party at Buckingham Palace on Tuesday. She donned a tiara that was a favorite of Princess Diana. Presumably, we could see Prince Harry and Meghan Markle attending this reception next year as husband and wife. Will Meghan be all decked out in a tiara too? What's the rule there?
Well, Meghan actually can't wear a tiara right now, as only married women are allowed to. She's likely to attend this event in 2018. It's one of the biggest parties the Queen hosts each year for diplomats all over the UK. She will be wearing a tiara there. There's also quite a lot of speculation at the moment on whether Meghan will wear a tiara at her wedding as well. She could even wear the Spencer tiara, which belongs to Princess Diana's family and was worn by Prince Harry's mum on her wedding day.
All the tiara rules. It's very interesting that only married women are allowed to wear tiaras. By the way, let my little daughters know that because they're in one every day. We don't often hear about that whole rule and all the things associated with the tiara, but we do know about rules surrounding the curtsy, right? Can you map that out for us? Who does Meghan have to curtsy to?
This is actually really
And then who has to curtsy to her as well, right?
It's so complicated. The curtsy is a British sign of respect that is done upon greeting. Meghan will, of course, have to curtsy for Queen Elizabeth. In addition, she'll be expected to bend her knee to Prince Philip, Prince Charles and his wife Camilla, Duchess of Cornwall.
All right.
She'll also curtsy for Prince William and Princess Kate.
Really?
Yep, due to William's position in line for the throne. Here's an interesting twist, though. If Meghan is alone, she must also curtsy to Princesses Anne and Alexandra and the daughters of Prince Andrew, Princesses Beatrice and Eugenie. But if Harry is present, their roles are swapped.
Oh, wow.
The princesses all must curtsy to Meghan instead.
And it's all about the line to the throne.
Yeah.
That's the deal. All right.
Blood, royal family.
Yeah, and if he's there, she's higher in the line.
Yeah.
If he's not, she's lower in the line.
Yeah.
Wow, so interesting. I now know more than I knew earlier. Thank you so much for joining us, Imogen. It's great to see you.
Good to see you.
Have fun binge watching The Crown this weekend.
I will, absolutely.
Margot Robbie has been extra busy promoting her new role as controversial figure skater Tonya Harding in the biopic I, Tonya. But the 27-year-old still finds time for her budding friendship with Wonder Woman herself, Gal Gadot.
As soon as I saw Wonder Woman at the cinema, I immediately wrote to her and Patty and just said how proud they had made me feel to be a woman in the DC universe. I sat there watching that movie, and not only was I engrossed in the film because it's a brilliant film, but I thought, I'm a woman in the DC universe, and they right now have made me so proud to be that. So yeah, anytime I see Gal, I want to give her a big hug.
And Gal might return the favor after checking out I, Tonya. Robbie's honest portrayal of the legendary figure skater has already caused lots of buzz, especially amongst current skaters hoping to make it to February's 2018 Winter Games. Watch.
I mean, what are my thoughts on Tonya Harding?
It was maybe one of the biggest media fan-grabbing moments in history.
Tonya was an example of not really believing in yourself and believing in what you can do, and it was a dark chapter in figure skating history. And you know, this movie coming out, it definitely is bringing attention back to figure skating, and that's not a bad thing.
I mean, come on! What kind of friggin' person bashes in their friend's knee? Who would do that to a friend?
It was an unfortunate series of events, but I think she's made the most of it, and she's like the perfect example of like the comeback kid. Like, if she can't skate, she's gonna box. If she can't box, she's gonna be a comedian, and like, she just gets up and keeps going.
At the same time, I think kind of bringing that back it's a part of our history.
At the end of the day, you know, there's no such thing as bad press, and I think it'll be good to have people, you know, talking about figure skating again.
I'm really excited to see her movie because, like, who doesn't want to get a look into her life?
IMDb is on it. There we go. There we are, guys.
Here we are.
Jake Paul, here he is, the man, the social media and YouTube sensation with millions of followers. He's a former Disney star and is now dropping albums in addition to his daily video vlog. No big deal.
And his pop-up shop in New York City opens today. He's here with us now. How are you?
I'm busy.
Busy.
You are busy. I just want to know, I guess starting with that, you have so much going on right now, from YouTube stuff, the Christmas album, everything in between. How do you carve out time to make it all work? Do you have a good team? Are they scheduling stuff for you?
Yeah, shout out to manager Kev. No,
there he is.
yeah, we have a really good team. A ton of people are always working hard. Team 10, everyone behind the scenes. We're always grinding and working on something, and it's every day, bro. You got to grind every day.
Have you always been this driven?
I have, yeah. I've kind of had that. Like, I'm from Ohio, so I got that Ohio work ethic.
I get that, Midwest, Wisconsin.
Yeah, West Virginia.
Hey.
None of your Ohio bias. I know we're too close for comfort.
You have a lot going on. You just dropped a Christmas album, Litmus, and we're gonna take a quick look at your brother's reaction to the song Jingle Paws, featuring Logan Paul. So watch this.
It's Logan Paul. I am a maverick. I'm taking boom, making it through. I want more protein.
No!
Logan Paul.
No!
Stop it!
No!
Oh my God.
Christ.
What has he done?
Logan, be the Christmas Santa.
He's not even saying words. He's just moaning like a gorilla. I don't do that.
Okay, so we have to know, why do you think that Logan sounds like a gorilla?
So basically there was like this whole thing back and forth with my brother on, like, I was trying to get him to do this song like super last minute, but it was like the day before we had to turn the album in, and so he like was busy or doing whatever, and so I just had to get on the track and kind of like make fun of him. Yeah.
Did you get any other feedback from Logan about your album?
I mean, no, he liked it. I mean, it's like we took Christmas and made it fun for like kids and put our own spin.
Christmas is finally fun.
That's what I'm saying. It's a litmus.
I also like Litmus.
It's a litmus.
That is good. It's really good. You've already collaborated with tons of people. You've had Gucci Mane and others. Who's still on your list of people you'd love to collaborate with, kind of get on board and share your vision?
I've always loved Drake since I was a kid. Like Drake's one of my favorite artists. It'd be awesome to do something with him, but
are we putting out the calls, guys? What's the deal here?
Yo,
Universe here.
Does anybody know Drake?
No one in this room.
Someone get him in here. Where's he at?
Yeah, sorry.
So you're going to be turning 21 in a little over a month. That's very exciting. Now, any big plans? How extra are you going to be for 21?
Yo, everyone keeps on asking me. They're like, whoa, what are we doing? Are we going to Miami? Are we going here? Are we doing it in Los Angeles? And like, honestly, I don't know. I'm kind of laid back about that stuff.
Yeah.
And so I'm kind of just like playing it by ear. I just want to be with my friends and.
You're laid back about your birthday stuff, but not about your like videos and stuff. I feel like you're gonna go all out, aren't you?
I don't know.
I think like a tattoo to commemorate. Are you have a little?
Yeah, I have some tattoos.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know. I'm gonna go with the flow, and I feel like the day before my birthday, if I want to like go somewhere or do the Bahamas or whatever, that's like I'm spontaneous.
Just spontaneous.
Yeah.
Stuff.
Well, one of the rules for the Team 10 house is no alcohol in the house. Will that ban be lifted when you turn 21?
I think we like have this like image of like pushing positivity and stuff like that, and so like we want to be good role models for kids, and so I don't know. I mean, like.
That's good.
I think that's really great,
that makes a lot
especially
of
because you
sense.
know your fan base. There are a lot of kids.
And look, what you do privately is your thing, and then the house is another thing, and whatever. So you keep the rules and you do the thing. So look, you move to
keep the rules and do the thing.
You keep the rules and do the thing.
Fatherly.
Very fatherly and vague. Jeremy quote. Just get vague things. You can go along with it.
You get the thing and do the thing.
You moved to a new home in Calabasas, worth about $7 million. You had a few issues with the neighbors in the previous home. How are your new neighbors? How are we doing in Calabasas?
Yo, Calabasas is the move.
It is the move, right? A lot of stars out there.
Yeah, and like there's so much space, and you know everyone's chill, and we met all of our neighbors, and it's just like so much fun, and we have like over 4 acres to be able to like film our videos and stuff.
So does the space mean you can be more rowdy without any repercussions from neighbors, or does it mean that you have, or have you actually like kind of toned it down a little?
No, I mean I feel like I've a little bit of both. Like I've toned it down, and then also like yeah, there's more space, so people they can't hear me. They can't hear me.
Doing your thing.
Like you said, a lot of stars in Calabasas. Kardashians live there. Have you run into the famous family yet?
I haven't run into them. I've like ran into a couple of other celebrities and stuff, and a lot of like the celebrities like kids or Jake Paulers, and so they're like run up and be like, my dad is this person, my dad is that.
Oh,
I'm like, yo,
really?
what's up, bro? How are you?
Oh, that's really
If
cool.
you were the Kardashians, would you invite them over for a team dinner? Maybe have them in a video or something?
Work them in a little bit.
I'd probably just be like, yo, what's up? Like, how are you?
I think you just hang out at the Calabasas Starbucks. I think they're there a lot.
Yeah.
It's just rolling through. So look, there's been this massive fire in LA. Fires going.
Yeah.
Have you been affected at all? What's the vibe there with all that's going on? At least the smoke is everywhere, even if the fire's not near you. Right?
I literally made a video about this yesterday. Like one of them is like you could see all the smoke coming up over the hill, like right outside the backyard of my house, and I actually like went in a helicopter over the fires.
Really?
Yeah, and actually we like put out a piece of merchandise where like 100% of the proceeds are going to like firefighters and like families affected by the fires.
Yeah, those firefighters are putting in unbelievable amount of work, and obviously
it's so devastating.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy. Moving on to this, a former Team 10 member, Alyssa Violet, was physically attacked over Thanksgiving at a bar in Cleveland. I mean, what do you make of this whole incident? Do you defend her? It's kind of like a crazy thing that she's going through.
I mean, I haven't really like been looking at it, but
Haven't talked to her much about it.
I wish her the best of luck.
Yeah.
Let's move on to this one. The one and only Erika Costell. You've described your relationship.
Y'all are hitting all the hot points.
All the hot.
They're getting that clickbait.
Comfortable here. Woo.
Where's the clickbait? Which one? What's the title?
This one's a good one, I think.
Yeah, this is a good one.
You guys are
It's not
smart.
clickbait.
Depending on what you
You guys are smart.
No, look, you've described your relationship as, quote, it's complicated. Fans online trying to figure this whole thing out, and all we're getting is it's complicated. We want to know.
Yo, I mean,
Make it less
honestly,
complicated for us.
Make it less complicated and vague.
I've tried to describe this many times, and it always boils down to it's complicated. I leave it up to her. You know, I like her a lot, and she likes me a lot.
Here's what I've always said about relationships. It's early on. It's about who can care the least, right? That's who's in control. Who cares the least? Right? Who is in control right now? That's the angle I'm going for.
That's good.
I would say I wear the pants.
Oh my goodness! It may all be over after this interview. What's your favorite thing about her? About Erika?
She's just like the homie. Like she makes me laugh, and like I can be myself around her, and she's really attractive too.
I mean, are you guys going on dates? Like, what's the most romantic thing that you've done for her? Are you the romantic type?
Honestly, yeah, but I have to like bring it out. Like I have to be like super into a girl. But I think like what is the most romantic thing? I don't know.
I feel like for a guy like you, because you're so busy, I feel like just giving someone your time is actually pretty romantic. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like like, to carve out like actual time to spend.
No, I agree.
It's like a huge sacrifice.
It is. Like I'm always like working like 24/7,
right.
like focusing on, you know, my career and stuff like that. And then I have like my group of friends that's always with me, like Team 10. And so, yeah, I think time is.
One-on-one time probably is rare.
Say it again.
Like getting one-on-one time with her is probably rare.
Yeah.
That means a lot.
It means a lot.
Now you've been very outspoken on social media about bullying and experiencing it growing up, also navigating through social media trolls, which we know in this day and age there's so many of them. What advice do you give someone who's experiencing maybe cyberbullying right now?
I would say ignore like as much as possible. Like people want a reaction out of you. And keep your head high, focus on the positives, and just know that like tons of other kids and even adults or girls or whoever it is are going through some of the same thing, and I go through it, and celebrities go through it, and I know a lot of like celebrities and stuff talk about it, and ignore it and don't let it get to you.
Yeah, it's good that you're saying that.
Keep dabbing on them haters, bro.
There you go. Dabbing on those haters. It's crazy because so many kids. I mean, you hear these tragic stories of kids taking their lives and things like that, and they just need to know, like, my gosh, this happened to everyone. Don't take it so personally. Easier said than done, but good that you're putting that out there.
Mm-hmm.
Your pup, Apollo Paul, more than 1.5 million followers. Even your pup has some haters.
It's like ridiculous.
Yo,
we're not gonna talk about that because the dog's so adorable.
The dog is beautiful.
What are you getting Apollo for
cute.
Christmas?
Honestly, he should be getting something from me for Christmas. He is a rowdy dog.
Yeah. Do you do puppy clothes? Because look, some people, I don't know.
I try to avoid it. Like,
Thank you.
He just looks like a beast already.
Yeah, he doesn't
like, he's
need
jacked.
anything over that.
Yeah.
Like, he's comfortable in his own skin. Dogs
Maybe you
don't
guys
like
have like a matching outfit or something.
That would be sick.
Honestly, if you do like the matching, everybody does matching Christmas PJs, you should do that with your dog, man.
I'm down. Like an all gold.
Yes.
Down on them haters.
You and your where your brother Logan got your start on the popular app Vine. So last week, the creator of Vine said, or he posted something and just said, me too. So, I mean, if the second wave of Vine hits, are you going to jump right back in that?
No.
No, not at all. You wouldn't do any Vine video.
Vine's dead. I know he tweeted that, but like I guarantee you there won't be a Vine 2.
Really?
Yeah.
Seems like
a lot of people thought that that's what it meant.
And like, if it's the same people running it and they like treated their creators terribly last time, then
not gonna happen this time.
Yeah.
Woo.
Wow, so you don't believe that?
No, I think the wave was gone. I mean, as soon as Instagram started doing videos and stuff, it felt like it was kind of gone. Anyway, and there you go. I think you would know more than me, more than anyone. So look, moving on to this. We're hitting everything. You got the chance to go down to Houston after
so many thumbnails.
So many things. Yeah, that's right. It's all gonna look like this though. So you helped with relief efforts there in Houston and everything going on. You raised over $200,000 for local charities there. What was that experience like for you? How important was it for you to kind of give back to that community?
It was such an eye-opener. It was crazy to see the devastation there and be a part of it firsthand, and they needed so much help, and I think that was what it was about for me, is like being able to help myself, but then also activating a younger audience who doesn't necessarily watch the news or know what's going on there. Like, I didn't know what was going on there because I don't watch the news. I just saw like tweets and stuff trending and like videos of the floods, but like I didn't know how I could help, and so I thought it was like my duty to go to Houston and like show my fans how they could help or be involved so that like we can make a difference. And that's like part of the reason why I use social media, is to like create a big influence on people in a positive way.
So cool.
Yeah, I love that you're using your platform for good things. Now, you're going to have a pop-up shop in New York. Tell me what fans can expect with this one, because we know your LA pop-up shop ended up getting shut down. There were so many people. Are you expecting that?
Yeah, I feel like New York's even more lit, but they can just expect like an awesome time hanging out with like some of the Team 10 members, exclusive merchandise that fans can't get online, and it's just like an overall fun experience. There's like different activations and like fun Instagrammable moments, and just a good vibe, you know? Like,
is there advice for fans on how to be excited but not get the thing shut down?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it is a legitimate problem, but I think I mean, honestly, the Jake Paulers are the strongest family out there. Deb, and I've said it before, and honestly, like, I don't think we can calm them down.
It's a good problem.
How they are. We're just rowdy.
Hey, Jake Paul, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for letting us grill you about literally everything.
No, I like that.
We're going to be following and looking at what you do for your birthday.
Awesome.
Thanks so much, man.
Awesome.
There's new food on the buffet.
What the? 20 minutes, he's got them lined up for a three-way.
Four-way if anybody's counting.
I had no idea these communities were that wild. But I think if you've raised your kids and you don't have much to do and you don't have the stress of work, then you revert to everything we did when we were 14.
Which involves a lot of
drinking, sex, romance, the whole competition.
It's just right back into it.
Exactly.
Yeah. Which is exciting. There you go. Yes, sex, booze, competition, all in a luxury retirement community. What could possibly go wrong? Just Getting Started has all the elements for a laugh-out-loud comedy, and it stars A-listers Rene Russo, Morgan Freeman, Tommy Lee Jones. At the core of the film, happiness is described as a condition, not a choice. So what is Ms. Russo's key to lasting happiness?
I think when you get older, you don't know this yet. God, I wish I could put this in your head and you knew it now. But when you're young, you look at the moon, you go, it's the moon, right? You look at it's the flower. Without sounding corny and ridiculous, you get older and it's like, whoa, how many more moons? How many more sunsets do I have? I know this sounds crazy, but you do start, like, I'm out of here soon. Like, you do start thinking that way. And so, you gotta say, at a certain point, you have to say, you cannot let stress get you down. You have to focus on, if not happiness, on just some kind of peace and enjoyment.
Rene Russo had so many words of wisdom.
You guys had a great time.
We really did. She was so cool, honestly. She was great. I would hang out with her anytime. Please let it happen again.
Not being question of the day. Checking back in. We're asking you guys, what's your go-to holiday outfit? A lot of people have been saying comfortable clothes. Lauren says, my go-to holiday style includes lots of sequins. Wow, you're not a fan.
Sequins fine. Glitter,
I was gonna say, you
absolutely
hate
not.
glitter.
I hate glitter. It never leaves. It never leaves. You will have glitter from Christmas all year round, somewhere in the house.
All right, so Jeremy does not like glitter.
No glitter.
I like glitter.
Sequin's fine.
Lots of love for Jake Paul on social media after he stopped by the show. Madeline Vera saying he's a legend.
He is a legend. You know what I'm most impressed by?
What?
The 3 lines inside.
Oh, yeah.
I had that when I was a kid. I am so old. I'm so old that it's
I was impressed by his dabbing.
Me too. And I'm impressed that he appreciates his platform to bring like serious events to his audience that might not otherwise know about him, doing good things with it.
Yeah,
because he can do anything he wants, and when he does the good stuff, that's worth noting. Guys, we're going to be asking you a new question of the day Monday on People Now. Come back, join us then. Also coming up next week, singer-songwriter and actor Nick Jonas joins us to talk all about his role in the highly anticipated film Jumanji: Welcome to the Jungle. It hits theaters December 20th, and I will tell you, he does a great job in this movie.
Oh,
Plus,
yeah, I'm so
Happy
excited.
Days actor Henry Winkler opens up about his new adventure in season 2 of NBC's Better Late Than Never.
Yes, thank you so much for watching. For now, we leave you with one last thing from YouTuber extraordinaire. We're going back to Jake Paul. Take it away,
Oh
Jake.
my gosh! What is up, guys? I'm Jake Paul, and this is one last thing. So the last text I sent was to my mom. I said, "I love you, Mom. Wish me luck today on People Now." And then the last video I posted was yesterday, and it's every day, bro. You know what I'm saying? We're always posting these videos. My last crazy fan experience, it was actually yesterday too. I get out of the taxi from the airport, and there was like a field trip walking down the street, and I like happened to like run into it, and they were all Jake Paulers, and it turned into like this big meetup, and it was fun. And then my last big splurge, I went to fanjoy.co/Jake Paul, always plug, and I got all of the merchandise is now available. Dab on them haters. Bye, guys.